Once. You gotta play Bloodborne at least once, okay? Fuck, where's the remake? Alright, welcome to a boss ranking for Bloodborne, including the DLC, by the way. Okay, so this boss ranking is purely based on the boss itself, the moveset, obviously, how difficult they are, how BS they are, and obviously the last one would be visual, right? Although visual to me adds nothing to the gameplay, but some people like it, so I have to add that category. Okay, so we're gonna start with the order that I actually tackled these bosses, right? So the first boss that I faced was the Cleric Beast. In Bloodborne, the first two bosses that you ever meet, Cleric Beast and the Fathergas Coin, I would say for a beginner, for an early game, they are the two of the best bosses, right? You get best of both worlds. You get the beast fight that teaches you how to fight beasts and what they're weak to, and you get hunter fights, so what they're all about. Okay, so the first one that I faced was the Cleric Beast. And to me, Cleric Beast, in terms of moveset, everything is really well telegraphed. He doesn't have much of a moveset, he doesn't have much of a health, he doesn't one-shot you. It's perfect. Is he S? No, definitely an A. Okay. What I got going? Same thing. Though in the third phase, he gets a little bit crazy. Gets lots of flurry attacks and all that. Super quick. If your back is against the wall or one of those gravestones, you're essentially cooked, right? But for the first boss, I have to add, he can be parried. The gun that you have in Bloodborne, you can parry some of the enemies, including the hunters. You can parry him, and parrying him makes this boss a lot easier. For now, I would put it at S. To me, he's a good boss fight. Perfect first hunter boss fight, right? So the next boss that I fought in my playthrough was Bitches of Hemwick. The only challenging thing about this boss fight is getting to it. All those knights with the massive axe and all that, right? Just walk away. Walk away, big lad. You can certainly make this boss a lot easier by going inside the boss room without any insight, but that's not possible since as soon as you go to the boss arena, you will at least get one insight, right? So you have to go back or reload the area, use the insight, go back in. Without any insight, those little fuckers will not spawn. You know what I'm talking about. But overall, this boss is not that difficult, and I don't think it's good either, so C. The next boss that I fought in my playthrough was Bloodstarved Beast. This thing, in my first ever playthrough, about 6 years ago, it gave me a lot of trouble, because after I beat the Fathergas Coin, right, I went straight to him. And he just kicked my ass. But this time, in my playthrough, I played it with better strategy, right? So I had those bottles that you throw at a wall, where he gets drawn to it and just fists his ass, right? Go that way. Right in the butthole. I would say it's an A boss. It's an A boss for now. It might change. The next boss that I fought in my playthrough was Vicar Amelia. Right there. It's a good boss fight, but the fur. The fur that she has, it just blocks your vision, dude. And also, obviously the boss is massive, right? So when you get close to it, there's a high chance of you not being able to see what the fuck she's doing. So you might get hit multiple times. But the rally system in Bloodborne is perfect. You can get it back, but again, with Shadows of Yharnam, I managed to do it in a second try. Purely because the first try I went balls deep. I was trying to finish this fight as soon as possible. Big mistake. So in my second run of the boss fight, I took it really easy. I managed to time down the parries for these guys. They can be parried, and once you parry them, they don't have much of a health. You can delete 1/5 or 1/4 of their health with just one visceral attack. This, in my opinion, is not how a 3v1 fight should be done. A 3v1 fight, the best example would be Lies of P, Black Rabbit Brotherhood, in my opinion. Second fight, Black Rabbit Brotherhood, because the first one, it's you versus the big brother and the other ones will jump in. But second Black Rabbit Brotherhood, that one, the second fight is actually a 3v1, right? It's actually, in my opinion, it's really balanced, because you get two of them attacking you or one of them attacking you, and the third one is just sit back. It's just programmed for that to happen. And once the ones that are attacking you, if you manage to get it to a certain health, he backs off. The one at the back comes at you. And so it's always going to be a 2v1, but you have the third guy always in the back. But if you circle around and get close to him, he will attack. So that's the best example of how to do a 3v1 fight. Shadows of Yharnam ain't it. But I would definitely say it is certainly B tier. There's always those moments in a video game you're like, I really love to play this game. That section. That's wrong for me. I hate the wrong boss fight, man. I hate it. I hate the hunter that blocks the blocks the door to the boss fight. I hate the boss fight itself. I hate the little spiders the 10 spiders that he spawns every time you go to a new phase. In total, he can spawn 30 spiders. And it just drags on, drags the fight, drags. It's D, man. Come on now. Cool, you gotta agree with me. Rom is not a good boss fight. The One Reborn is the next one. I used to call this guy not the One Reborn, the one with questionable hitboxes. That's how I titled my video as well when I fought him. Every boss that has a one-shot move that can instantly end your run is a low tier for me. He has it. He has an AoE that I think he holds the staff in the air and it just explodes, right? And you, poof, your health is gone. Now I got hit by that attack twice. Is it better than, I would put him in the same tier as Rom, but simply because he doesn't spawn spiders or helpers, though he has help, you can kill them, but they will not respawn again and all that. I would say he is definitely better than Rom. Also, put him in the Bitches of Hemwick tier. The next boss I fought in my playthrough was Martyr, right? Yeah, Martyr. This guy gave me trouble, man. Holy crap, because I went to him early in the game. After I did the Bitches of Hemwick, I've got the invitation from Yusufka's clinic and just went there. And it was quite early, so he kicked my ass severely. And I was like, I'm gonna leave this for later. And after I leveled up a little bit and I came back to him with a better weapon, a more upgraded weapon, I kicked his ass. He can be parried, no problem. And I had a visceral attack build, right? So I had those ruins that gives you more visceral attack damage with each visceral, and each visceral attack will restore your health. I had that. So this boss, when I came back to it, was a cakewalk. But I really love these kind of fights, right? Where it's you against someone who's roughly the same size as you. You roughly use the same weapon and you just go at it, right? See who's best. So to me, he's A tier. Alright, so next boss that I fought was Mikolash, Host of the Nightmares. I am just gonna leave this right here. I don't think I have to explain myself. I'm just gonna leave it right there because it's a dumbass fight. It's an unfinished boss. It's stupid. The fact that he can one-shot you, the fact that he can call upon the stars in the second phase and one-shot you. So after Mikolash, I went to do some optional bosses, right? And the first boss that I fought was Dark Beast Pearl, and by that stage of the game, I was super powerful. Also, to make this story short, I kicked his ass. In terms of moveset and all that, this boss is absolutely fantastic. All telegraphed, perfect, and one of the best mechanics in Bloodborne, right? You can break a limb of an enemy and it just splat on the ground, right? Or yeah, you can just do that to it. This boss is a perfect example of it. So it's got 4 limbs, break one, break one, break one, break one, and the boss is on the ground constantly, cannot move. You can literally pin him down and finish him off. If you understand the Bloodborne system, and some of the bosses are super easy, that includes Dark Beast Pearl. But I really love the boss, so I would say I think it's in the same tier as Bloodstarved Beast. Yeah, absolutely. Next boss that I fought, it was Marga's Wet Nurse. But I'm gonna move on to one more optional boss, Amygdala. Um, the area you fight him, I think it's called Nightmare of Menses or Nightmare Frontier, one of those two. The area for him is super small though. You have to be constantly in front of him. You cannot damage him on his tail or leg. You can only hit him the hands or the head. But at that point in the game, I was super powerful. 2 swings to the head, visceral attack, half a health gone. I would definitely put him in a B tier. It's alright. It's alright. That's fine. Marga's Vet Nurse. Again, just like the one Reborn, this boss has a one-shot move. Moves to the side, and I think it's got like 6 or 5 blades, and swings all of them at the same time. And each of them they've got its own hitbox, so you get hit 5 or 4 times depending how many blades hit you, right? And if all of them hit you, happened to me. The GG. Fight is over. you have to come back and do the fight again. In my playthrough, when I beat this boss, for some reason it did not go through the second phase. I have no idea why. It did not go through the second phase, and I just kicked his ass. I put it, yeah, I put it in a B tier. Yeah, it's alright. After I beat the Marga's Vet Nurse, I went through 2 more optional bosses, and it was the Celestial Emissary, something like that. He managed to hit me once right at the end when I killed him. I don't think it's a good boss fight. It's right there. And the next boss I fought was Ebrietas. I managed to beat this boss first try to my surprise. I was fully prepared for the second phase, and the screeching noises she makes that deletes your health bit by bit, and also the laser beam that she has. I was fully prepared for those moves, right? It didn't get to that point. I think I was a bit overpowered. I just beat the crap out of that boss, man. Managed to first try it. I was super surprised. I didn't see much of a moveset, but based on my memory, she's got a head slam, couple of swings, and where she dashes forward at you. It's a good boss fight. I would say it's a B tier boss fight. It's a good mixture of, you know, bullshit and fun. After Ebrietas, I went to the DLC. And the DLC, the first boss that you meet is Ludwig, the Holy Blade, and the Ludwig the Curse. 2 phases. I am just gonna put this right here. No explanation required. This DLC has got 3 of the best bosses in the game, and we will get to them, right? But Ludwig, Holy Blade, best. This is how you do a beast boss fight, man. Top tier. Go with it. Every move is well telegraphed. Every move is dodgeable. There's no bullshit. It's just perfect. Perfect beast boss fight. So, you know how sometimes if you want to go through, get something really good for yourself, you have to go through all those nonsense, go through the shit to get to the best part, right? That is Living Failures, the shit part, right? So Living Failures, it's it's a gang fight with you fighting 4 or 5 of them at the same time. They don't do much of a damage. They can be parried. The only thing is that you can't get overwhelmed. But if you just circle around like I did, they cannot catch up to you because they're super slow as well. This boss is a battle of patience. If you can be patient and chip away the damage, there's a high chance of you doing this boss without getting hit. I would say it's in the C tier. Yeah. Alrighty. My favorite boss in the entire game, Lady Maria of Astral Clock Tower. I cannot begin to say how much I love this boss fight. The area is fucking cool. Her moveset is fucking cool. The lore behind it is super fucking cool. Visually, this boss is stunning. Man. And the music. It's hard. It's so hard. It's H tier. Orphan of Cause was the next one that I fought. It's literally Lady Maria. Good lore, good stunning visuals, perfect and well telegraphed moves. The only difference is that Orphan of course hits a lot harder and a lot more aggressive. But it's a perfect final boss fight, man. It's a perfect final boss fight. To me, this boss is S tier. The DLC only delivers S tier bosses with exception of 2. So in my latest playthrough, there were a couple of bosses that I did not fight. One because I did not manage to get the 3rd umbilical cord, and the other one was from the DLC which I could not be fucking bothered to fight because I cannot afford another controller. Let's get to the DLC one first. The DLC one was the Lawrence the First Vicar. I hate this boss. When I played this game for the first time, I returned the game. I was like, I cannot do this. And would you know it? A day later, I went back and repurchased the game. Guys, it pissed me off so much, dude. Anyway, the hitbox is so questionable. It's fucking shits lava, pukes lava, and it's got after effect of every single move. Even if you manage to perfectly dodge a move, the ripple of the fire ripple that is coming off those attacks, there's a chance of those hitting you. Someone put it, I don't remember who said it, but someone said that this is an unfinished boss that FromSoftware loves to put in their game. That's an unfinished boss to me, man. I would definitely put it in the C tier. It's not that good. Alright, Moon Prison, the final secret boss of the game. He's so easy. I remember my first ever playthrough that I fought him. I managed to do this thing first try. The thing is that if Moon Prison tries to hit you, if even he tries, he will miss. It has one move that just fucking sneeze, right? And your health is completely depleted. But he just stands there in the sneeze position, wiping his nose and all that. You just get, with the rally system of Bloodborne, you can get your health back. Almost all of it. I cannot. So the main challenge of finishing the game is Gehrman. It is not the Moon Prison. He is so fucking easy. But it's a good boss fight. It's A tier. Alright, final boss of the game. Gehrman the First Hunter. I love this fight. I love every single hunter fight in this game, as you can probably tell by my ranking. I love every single hunter fight in this game, right? Righty, for a final boss, he is the challenge. He's the challenge that... He's the guy that can block you from getting the Platinum Trophy. He's the one that so many people might quit playing this game. But I always say, you get all the way to the final boss. Come on, man, just beat it once. You gotta play Bloodborne at least once, okay? Fuck, where's the remake? By the time this video comes out, Bloodborne 10-year anniversary have already passed. If Sony, by some miracle, released a trailer for a remake or PC port, man, I will react to this trailer 100%. If they don't, well, fuck. Sony hates money if that happens. Alright, going back to our ranking, I'm just gonna... There! Perfect! I'm happy with this list. Absolutely. Is there any boss that I would change? No. All the shit bosses are actually shit. All the mid bosses are actually mid. All the good bosses are actually good. And all the goated bosses are actually in the goated list. Perfect! Fantastic. This has been a ranking for Bloodborne and its DLC. So, next week, the first Berserker Kazan comes out. I have the playthrough of the demo of that game in my channel. Feel free to check it out. Okay. First Berserker Kazan is a mixture of Sekiro and Bloodborne, right? It's the love child. Or if you want to call it Liza P. Liza P, Bloodborne, same thing. You guys should play Liza P. Right, so First Berserker Kazan is a mixture of those two. It is literally anime Souls-like. You thought Code Vein was anime Souls-like. Nah, it's the First Berserker Kazan. That's very sad. It's such a good game, man. When that game comes out, I'm gonna play it. So, thank you all for watching. Subscribe if you enjoyed it, and if you want to see First Berserker Kazan. See you guys in the next video. Peace out.